We are underway. It's the 2018 Shik Championships Grand Finale in the AA Boys Division. Rosmini in the blue strip, taking on St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie. They go to that backdoor play. Murray, space in the corner, knocks down the first. Ngātoro Pero.
Yeah, Matt Lacey ran the first possession of the third quarter in the final last year and got exactly the same result.
Pressure, trademark pressure coming from Rosmini as Waqabaca almost gets it to go. Here's Dance. Perrott-Hunt. Murray on the rip to the basket. 5 quick points for him.
And when you talk about people returning, Taine Murray is only a year 11 student, the New Zealand under-17 tournament team member, New Zealand under-16 national team member, and he is arguably the best guard prospect here at this tournament. He is definitely going to be in any debate that you'd have about that.
Big ticker, big motor has Taine Murray, as does Mitchell Dance. There's Perrott-Hunt. He rips and goes. Unlucky. Here comes Tate Jones. Dangerous in the open court, St. Pat's.
It's where they're at their best, is when they're able to run, especially because it allows their key players, Tate Jones and Waqabaca, to get to the rim without the help side being established.
Tate Jones to inbounds. Hori out front for St. Pat's. Little cross cut action off the high post. Tate Jones can't get it to go. Well defended. Perrott-Hunt again marking the key player as Waqabaca skies for that intercept. Actions thick and fast as Taine Murray gets another good look. St. Pat's come down with it. Frantic action here, as you'd expect in the boys' grand final.
Yeah, and I think it's a real credit to Kruz Perrott-Hunt. You know, he's a tall black, and many people might be expecting him to come in and put in a huge amount of points, but he sacrifices his offense by constantly taking the toughest cover. He really puts the emphasis on the defensive end. Very meritorious and selfless act by Perrott-Hunt.
Head tap is the call from Tate Jones. Hori. Lolesio getting the start, number 8 for St. Pat's. Hori pressured, and here comes Rosmini and Murray. They go inside to Dance. He'll have the advantage. No call there. Hori on the run. Blocked straight on by Dunn, Williams Dunn.
The verticality for the Rosmini guards as they've repelled these attacks has been very good. Look at how they keep themselves completely vertical, and they are just absolutely obliterating these St. Pat shot attempts in the early going.
Very good defenders. Lolesio with some room. Standing block comes from Dance. Here comes Rosmini. Williams Dunn. No good from outside. Lepou drops a triple of his own. 8-0 early lead for the reigning champs. Hori calling the play, but Williams Dunn providing the pressure. They're extremely good defensively.
And this is the second foul for Williams Dunn. Most schools here, if they lost a New Zealand player to early foul trouble, would be a concern. But for Rosmini, they sub in Terence Abden, another New Zealand player, and also pretty good at three-quarter court shots.
Check it out on the Māori television website. You can see a long heave that Abden got in yesterday's match as Perrott-Hunt comes away with it.
And of course, it was interesting on the New Zealand under-16 group chat from last year. We were talking about Terence Abdon. He set the horse challenge down with that three-quarter court shot. And Kobe Olsen-Matara hit one from about 63 feet in the bronze medal match today. So who knows what could happen.
Tate Jones to Hori. Waqabaca shoots from distance. Been shooting the ball well. Junior, as he's known. Dance on the run.
And Savali holds up physically against Dance and gets the block. That's difficult to do. Dance is a very physical, strong young man, hard for high school players to deal with.
I've been really impressed with number 15 for St. Pat's, Savali, as we have a look at Junior. His three-point shot, and there's Savali. He's had a great tournament. Number 15 there, doing the dirty work. Getting the glass. Making the big defensive stops. Perrott-Hunt, he stops and pops. Pretty jumper from him. He's got a good mid-range game.
Very good in the mid-range, and he's a very good pick-and-roll player. That's why he made the Tall Black squad earlier this year for the June FIBA qualifying window.
Waqabaca blocked by Dance. And Joshua Hori, he has made a habit of picking up big charging fouls over the last 2 or 3 games. Blocking foul was called that time. Lepou. They free up Murray. Lepou.
And you hear Tate Jones calling for the switch, but you can't just call a switch and talk and point. You need to come together, otherwise they're going to have space, and Lepou made them pay.
10-point early lead. Again, the pressure coming. This time from Abdon. Hori does well with a nifty little fake and step through. He's good at that.
Yeah, and Abdon needs to stay down and make him shoot up over the top as Mitch Dance looks to get the friendly roll and almost does.
Shot clock at 5. I'll have to go quick. Perrott-Hunt gets to the rim, but shot clock will expire. And early advantage to the reigning champs, Rosmini, in the dark strip. They're up 13/5 as Coach Polyblank talks things over with his St. Pat's side.
Just a reminder that the Chic AA Awards ceremony will take place straight after the grand final here tonight. The skill presentations from the earlier final as St. Pat's School Cambridge took out the Girls' Championship tonight. And the naming of the tournament teams for MVPs will take place then as well at the end of this final.
Pressure coming. Junior. No good. And Perrott-Hunt rips down another rebound. Kainoa Lepou is hot. He is draining those threes.
Great side-to-side movement. You try to build the help to deal with the threat of a Perrott-Hunt drive, and they swing it back to the other side, and there's New Zealand players making every single one of those perimeter catches.
Tate Jones, marked by Perrott-Hunt. You can see there, they know he wants to drive to the right. On the run is Perrott-Hunt. Pretty drive and well-executed break from them. Again, there's that pressure. It's relentless. And every one of their players, as Tate Jones knocks down a timely jumper. That'll help for St. Pat's from Kilbirnie, Wellington.
And it's really taxing to have to advance the ball under this amount of pressure every time down. So St. Pat's are going to have their work cut out not to fatigue.
There is the crafty little move from Mitchell Dance. (22-7). Under 3 minutes to play in the boys' AA Grand Final. Tate Jones kicks it out. Drills it. Paisi with the triple. Perrott-Hunt tries to answer, and Dance comes down with it. Driving layup is off from Murray that time. Here comes Paisi. Murray comes away with it. There's that defensive positioning from Joshua Hori.
Yeah, he's very, very good with his footwork and putting his body between the ball and the rim, and he takes this charge here. Taine Murray, Dad was a Sevens All Black. He'd be proud of that, Finn, but Taine, you've got a different avenue and you can't use those tactics in the game of basketball.
They say it's non-contact, but it most definitely is. As Abdon comes up with it. Looks like a bit of a rugby match down there at the moment.
Abdon is giving Hori all kinds of fits with the extended pressure. Abdon came up clutch for them as a Year 11 student, helping them to the national title last year. And this is what Terence does. He extends pressure and he hits spot-up threes.
Amazing effort from both of those players.
There's not going to be a lot of time, I don't think, though. They look to have reset the shot clock, so that helps St. Pat's out a little bit. No, Brad Clive has spotted it. So there's not going to be a lot of time, I don't think. 2 seconds, he is saying, to get the ball over halfway. So 2 seconds to get the ball over halfway once it comes in for St. Pat's.
Junior slices his way to the basket for another two. 22-10. Rosmini, reigning champs, up over St. Patrick's. Pressure coming, that time from St. Pat's. Lepou with the pull-up.
And they almost did stop them getting over halfway in time, but that aggression opened up the lanes for Waqabaca. Amazing hustle from Reihana Maxwell-Topia to try to keep the possession for Rosmini. The hustle here has been immense from both sides.
Plenty of supporters, you can hear them yelling from St. Patrick's and Kilbirnie. They've made the trip again. There is the hustle from Terence Abdon. You know, grand finals, who puts their hand up for those big plays and those big moments, and definitely you can see the hustle coming from Terence Abdon.
Well, right now, Josh Hori's going to go to bed tonight in his home in Wellington, and he's going to have nightmares about TJ Abdon.
Maxwell-Topia. It's Sean Murphy in. Baseline drive, kick to Maxwell-Topia. Boucher. Murphy comes up with it. That'll be a back over. Good scramble there from St. Patrick's.
And they've done a good job of hanging around, because they did take a heavy punch to the mouth from the starting unit from Rosmini. And they have stabilized a little bit, but the punches are going to keep coming from Rosmini. And as soon as you kind of think that things have stabilized, you get another jab right to the face. And there's another steal. Reihana with the steal, and Abdon attacks and finishes. Abdon, he comes up big in the big games.
It's what you want, much to the delight of his teammates. Great body control shown by Terence Abdon. Kate Jones. No foul coming. Murphy comes away with it. Shot clock winding down, and the subs just keep coming in and delivering that time. It's Sean Murphy, number 21, extends the first quarter lead for the reigning champs, Rosmini. Fast start from them. They're up 26-12 over St. Patrick's. Energy, energy, energy is the call from the Rosmini coach. And they've definitely been giving them lots of energy on the defensive end. St. Patrick's hanging in there. Maxwell-Topia. Driving layup through traffic.
And there's so many different players scoring for Rosmini. It's very, very difficult to know where to bring help.
Junior off with that three-point attempt. Here comes Perrott-Hunt. Williams done on the little knuckle pull-up. That's good. You're so right, Zico. I mean, the scout sheet, I know I coached against them in pool play, and the scout sheet, really, you got to go through pretty much everyone on the team.
You do. You know, you leave one guy unaccounted for, and he's got more than the capability to burn you. I mean, they haven't even put Joe Hilton in the game yet. And 2 years ago, he was a New Zealand under-16 team, national team member. He had a horrific injury last year that took him out for the season. He wasn't a part of the team, therefore, that won the national title last year. But he'll be the best big on many of the schools in this competition as he returns from injury this year.
Go to their press defense and trap the inbounds as Dance loses the handle. And there's Junior picking up the charging foul.
I thought the advice from Coach Brendon Polyblank for St. Pat's was really, really good, though, in that quarter time break. He was saying to them, don't even look at the scoreboard. We're just trying to win one possession at a time and work our way back. Brendon's made huge strides as a coach this year and being even more positive, and he has an immense amount of knowledge, and I think he's a big factor in why they've done so well this week.
Of course, he was the assistant coach with Kevin Braswell for the Wellington Saints in the NBL as Perrott-Hunt corrals a rebound. Kate Jones comes away with it. And there's the hustle straight back at you from Perrott-Hunt.
And it's just unrelenting for Rosmini.
Jaden Boucher. And pick up the foul.
And having this amount of pressure applied to you is extremely taxing. And we're looking at a person like Tate Jones, who plays for 40 minutes and takes a really big burden upon his shoulders. He is going to be one exhausted young man, and he hopes it's not by the end of this quarter, let alone the end of the night.
Crafty hang time and pass from Perrott-Hunt to find his teammate Maxwell-Topia.
Of course, Kruz Perrott-Hunt's mum, Ange, won a number of championships, especially at the WBC level for the Harbour Breeze. And I know she's been around this tournament watching her son Kruz play, probably for the last time in the Rosmini jersey. The year 13 student will probably shortly head off to the US college system, and I know she's loved every moment of watching her boy and everything she's worked on him with come to fruition this week.
Dance will get a trip to the free throw line, and in come the subs. Allows Coach Lacey to keep that high energy defense continuing, just no let up. So you see there Mitchell Dance, MVP in 2017.
Ryan, and we could add to that graphic which tournament was the MVP of, because he was the MVP of the New Zealand Secondary Schools Championship. He was also the Under-17 National MVP.
And earlier in the year in Argentina, he was the leading scorer for the New Zealand Under-17 side, and they're world champs. Hori, little high on ball coming with Savali. He's had a great tournament, has Jeremiah Savali.
St. Pat's not the biggest side, and Jeremiah Savali's really stepped up this week, and it's been a huge factor in why they've been able to beat some bigger teams. And he has two great mentors about how to be an undersized big, and Polyblank, who was a perimeter player early in his career but extended his career by moving up to the 4 position, and he was a tremendous defender. And of course Damien Ignacio did the same. So Savali, what great mentorship on the bench there for him.
Tate Jones comes up short on the perimeter shot. Here comes Williams Dunn for Rosmini, looking to extend their lead. Hori will pick up another personal.
His second, he got the attempted charge earlier that they called a block, rightfully so, most likely, and that one there too. So he has to be careful. He's probably not going to be able to take too many charges. It's too risky at this stage. Sideline
out of bounds play. Dance comes down with it, gets his own offensive rebound, and there's the power of the number 10 for Rosmini.
Yeah, wearing the singlet all rolled up to show off those big traps and deltoids.
Junior drive along the baseline. Hori, he can hit that. Here comes Dance.
Can do a little bit of everything. He's not going to be a big after this game, so it's good to see his three-point shot has improved and his dribble has improved.
Hilton keeps it alive for the captain, Perrott-Hunt, in his senior year with Rosmini. Extends the lead for Rosa, as they're known, 39-14 over St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie. Nice pick and go there with Savali.
They're close to having the formula to burn these aggressive coverages right, but Rosmini's collapsing on those short rolls, so Savali needs to be able to make one more pass to the wide open spot up threes. Paesi was wide open. He's already hit 1 3 today.
They show on the on ball, but Murray's there with the cover.
It's 3 missed layups so far for Murray. He'll be disappointed with that, but the pressure just doesn't stop.
Great pass there. And Perrott-Hunt Gets it to drop. There's the turnover and dance. Good unselfish play. It's come, you've come to expect that sort of play from this side.
And that's one of the things that makes them so tough. If they played selfishly, you wouldn't have to account for the 10 different New Zealand players, but because they willingly share the ball, as we've already spoken about, it's just so difficult to know who should you concentrate on stopping for this Rosmini side.
Hilton switches out on the on-ball. They like to show hard. Tate Jones with the shot clock winding down. Marked by Murray. Stops and pops. Paisi with the kick out. Shot clock at 5. Hori straight on 3. There's Perrott-Hunt. Rip baseline from Dance. Too big, too strong.
He's so good at using both sides of the rim. He thought about coming up on the reverse. They cut that off and he came back to the original side. He's very good on those little subtleties underneath.
And Paisi, a much needed basket for St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie. Perrott-Hunt probing on this right side. Hilton in the lane. Gets his own rebound.
And just a barnstorming effort here from Rosmini. St. Pat's just trying to hang in there as they're on the ropes. Timeout for the Doolies. Rosmini up 45-16.
And a text timeout and saying a huge thank you to our sponsors and supporters. Transport Food Council, Pump Charity, NGCC, Ben Sports Medical, ANZ Bullet 3, Central Energy Trust Arena, Inspire, Cuba, Alpina, and Subway. Now, those are basketball units, basketball number 2, sport number 2. Of course, our national sponsors.
Keep going. Now, that's the motion. All right, let's get everybody in the right position. Maya, I want you in the middle. All right? Here. Go and get that screen and flip straight away. Eye with the ball. Look at that. All right? Let's go. Hey, listen. Straight up. All right? Come on. Go. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
St. Pat's with the ball. Hori to Tate Jones. What can St. Pat's come up with? A reach-in foul from Kainoa Lepou. His dad was just a warrior player in the National League. Mason Lepou. He's here watching in the crowd. And he's pleased with the way his son started. Lolesio finding some room on the baseline. He's played very well throughout this tournament and got the start today.
Yeah, and great service from Josh Hori. I mean, I remember in the junior ranks, Josh Hori been on the end of some hidings from Rongotai, and to his credit, he would always play extremely hard no matter the situation. And he's not going to give up at all in this situation here either.
There he is. Great feed. And Lolesio with the putback. Here comes Hori again on the pull-up this time. That's good. The little warrior is Joshua Hori. He's having a great tournament.
Yeah, I mean, his shot making, his defense, his hustle.
Hilton finds Murray. He rips to the basket. Pretty little left-hand floater.
Yeah, Murray, he's grown so much in the last 18 months. He used to be a little midget, and now he's probably about a 6'4" combo guard with a great attitude. He's an exciting prospect.
Paisi for St. Pat's Town, as they're known. On the kick out, Lesio. Tate Jones with the good up fake and knocks down a mid-range jumper. That'll help. 47-22. Just under 3 minutes to play as Lepou with the nice left-hand layup through the lane.
Thomas Morgan into the game for the first time for Rosmini, New Zealand under-16 select player last year, number 8, year 11 student.
Guards. Well guarded by Tate Jones. Hilton over the top, and St. Pat's with possession. Again, the wave of subs coming in for Rosa. There's the St. Pat's supporters making the trip north from the eastern suburbs of Wellington. Paisi. Perez has checked in as Paisi, much to the delight of the Doolies in the crowd.
And that's why they want to make the extra pass on those short rolls against the aggressive coverage, because Paisi's been the one who's been open, and he can knock it down.
Perrott-Hunt with a zone 3, but there's Maxwell-Topia. Another driving layup. He's impressive.
Yeah, and we anticipate he'll grow another few inches. Taine Murray has very long arms and long limbs.
Very good defender. Junior calls for the screen. Multiple fakes. Perez will have to get it up. And traveling violation. Jordan Perez. Little combo guard for St. Patrick's.
And we see the excellent footwork from Taine Murray, containing the drive and then closing down the space and forcing the travel.
Just using his long arms as well. Perez calling the shots. Rejects the on ball, and a little too much contact there coming from Thomas Morgan.
And there's almost an element of where they don't mind that for Rosmini. It's just about keeping the pressure, keeping St. Pat's under duress. There's no concerns about individual foul trouble because they've got so many New Zealand guards. If any one of them gets into foul trouble, it doesn't really matter.
Perez drops the first. There's Coach Polyblank. Some words of advice for Tate Jones, one of his key players. Under a minute to play in the AA boys grand final. Perrott-Hunt continues just to get it done at both ends of the floor.
And brilliantly executed play, great timing. Maxwell-Topia sprinted into that punch screen. He arrived alone. There was no help side. You know, there's a lot of really subtle things in the timing and the spacing of that play that opened up the Red Sea for Rosmini.
Add the extras. Savali. Little 5-out action. Kaifusi. Perez almost gets it to go. And look for Williams Dunn to wind down the clock as the second quarter and the first half comes to a close. Just a couple of seconds of differential between the scoreboard and the shot clock. .8 seconds on the clock. Enough time for a catch and release. See what they come up with.
There is half-time 53 to 23.
And they generate a pretty good shot, but can't complete it, but it's a little bit academic. It's still a great half for Rosmini. They've played extremely hard and built a 53-27 lead over the Cinderella St. Pat's.
St. Pat's get things underway to start the second half. Boys AA Grand Final. Rosmini in control in the blue strip against St. Pat's of Kilbirnie, Wellington. Perrott-Hunt's nifty little pass, and Murray unable to get the start he had in the first quarter. Junior from downtown. Second triple of the night for him.
Yeah, and the big two for St. Pat's. Waqabaca and Tate Jones only had 9 points combined in the first half, and they quite simply need to be much more productive than that. So they're going to have to go off in the second half if St. Pat's has got a chance.
Back-to-back triples for him. The lead back to 20 for Rosmini. Good start from St. Patrick's. Dance on the kick out, extra pass. Williams Dunn can't get it to drop, and here comes St. Patrick's.
It was almost like Williams Dunn was too open on that one, wasn't it? That freaked him out.
Perrott-Hunt settles things down with his sweet-looking jumper. It's a torpedo party to start this second half.
And Dance just absolutely undresses Savali, leaves him feeling exposed out there.
Here's a look at the drive and kick. Threes from both sides. Dance. Quick swing, and Perrott-Hunt. Just too much space for him on that drive. He's so tough driving to the basket.
Yeah, well, Tate Jones gambled for the steal, and it was just a quick rip by Perrott-Hunt. Great transfer of the ball from one side to the other, and once he had done that, he had a clear path to the rim.
Great balance and poise about him. Kruz Perrott-Hunt. Paul Hinari picked him in his Tall Black squad earlier in the year. So we see Dance battle away with Lolesio. For the O boards, there is Paul Hinari. And behind him with the iPad is Mason Lepou, father of Kainoa Lepou, number 13 there. Top of your screen for Rosmini. And on cue, Lepou hits from the corner.
Well, nicely designed baseline out of balance from Rosmini head coach Matt Lacey. Matt Lacey celebrates his 24th birthday today, so of course he's not listening right now, I don't think so. But happy birthday to Matt. When he checks it back, I'm sure he'll pick it up on the live stream. Happy birthday to you.
Plenty of slick ball movement. Williams done on the drive and kick. Murray. Lepou gets another look at it. And here's a New Zealand under-17 plays, sharpshooter, known for his three-point shooting.
Yeah, we spoke about Mitch Dance being the leading scorer for that team, but on that trip was also Marvin Williams-Dunn, Lepou. They both joined him on that trip from Rosmini.
Turnover. Perrott-Hunt, just easy as you like, gets all the way to the rim. Hori with the slick move. Lolesio manages to get hold of that loose ball. Shot clock under 10. Here comes the high on ball, and again they show and dance. Strong in the contact is Mitchell Dance.
And not too many people show on ball screens nowadays, and so it's got a lot of shock value for St. Pat's, and the guards are just coughing the ball up. There is ways to approach it, and Brendon Polyblank has called a timeout, and I'm sure he'll be trying to make those ball screens more effective with this timeout. Rosmini up 68, St. Pat's 33.
Mitchell Dance extends the lead for Rosmini after that timeout taken by Brendon Polyblank, trying to address the hard show as Perrott-Hunt with another breakaway layup off of some good defense.
Well, the players suggested we should go into green, their 1-2-2 trap coming out of that timeout. Matt Lacey, he thought that was a good idea, and they went with it and executed it to perfection.
Out of bounds, expect the pressure. Green's the call again. I want to thank our sponsors, naming rights sponsor, Schick, of course. Our broadcast partners, Māori Television, Kahawai Productions and Te Māngai Pāho. Along with Basketball Manawatu, there's Helen. And also Sport Manawatu, providing the benches for the games over these 6 days. And it's an absolute mammoth effort.
Yeah, Gemma Lord and Helen Richardson, the team at Basketball Manawatu, they do an amazing job. 72 teams playing throughout these 6 days. And everyone loves to come to Palmy for the Nationals. They do such a brilliant job. As Hori with the step-back three.
Perrott-Hunt comes away with it. Also, funding partners, Palmerston North City Council, NZCT, Pub Charity, Central Energy Trust Arena, alongside UCOL, Massey University, Inspire, Glory League, and Moulton. The balls that are played with throughout this tournament for the single A and double A competition. Nifty way of getting around the stadium.
Of course,
Dance.
That's Coach Doe Williams, who's been a fixture at this tournament. Really a lot of successful teams over the years as Taine Murray with a stick back, and he's had some health concerns, and one of his goals was to make sure he got to this Nationals at least for a last time, and it's been a pleasure to see his happy face and great outfits around Central Energy Trust Arena this week.
Definitely provides the colour, and Perrott-Hunt, quality shooting from him. And Lepou, just such an on-balance, sweet-looking shot off of a nice kick-out for Perrott-Hunt. Great camera work. Here is Terence Abdon. Back doing what he does best, provide the pressure. Tate Jones calling for the handoff. Perez. And another turnover coming off of the pressure. Great feed. Mitchell Dance there on the O boards. Cleans up the garbage well, does Mitchell Dance.
Yeah, I mean, 10 of the 12 Rosmini players scored in the first half. You know, that's a measure of the depth of this side.
Another turnover coming.
The camera right, bro.
St. Pat's.
Right in the face.
Right idea. Savali had position. Pressure coming from Perez this time on Abdon. Handles it no problem.
It's a Filipino battle out there. Great basketball nation. They really love their basketball, maybe more than any other country in the world.
Perrott-Hunt. Tom Surin on the dive. Blocked from behind by Junior. They'll have to get it up. Surin can't get it to drop. Right place, right time though.
Yeah, TJ Abdon nutmegged Kobe Lolicio with the pass that went right through his legs.
In comes Sean Murphy and Perrott-Hunt and Lepou get a well-earned rest. Solid build as Mitchell Dance. See their reigning MVP, but at the next level of play, he's going to have to shift to the perimeter, you would think.
He's got the job done throughout his life, and it's been really interesting to see his development. But yeah, he's most likely going to have to become a 3, and if he can do that, then he may get to use his post game because he'll be defended by smaller defenders. But as a 4, he's probably just not big enough. As Perez with a very nice finish on that penetration over the bigger Swearing.
Well, it was a good show on the closeout, but Perez too good on the attack, using that little up fake. Adds the extra. 80-36, Rosmini, the reigning champs, trying to go back-to-back. The Schick Championships for 2018, 50 years.
And design backdoor there out of that weave action as it goes away and then comes back. Terence Abdon tried to thread the needle.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Murphy to Hilton. Gets his own offensive rebound.
And it was almost like he was kind of passing that ball to himself. I mean, he wasn't, but it was almost like he was going to miss with the intention of putting it back in. As Hilton, he continues to dominate the offensive boards. Too big for Joe Hilton.
3-0 boards on the trot. Again, they just apply the pressure immediately.
St. Pats right now are struggling to even get a touch in bounds.
Just such relentless pressure, much like the girls' champions in the earlier match, where St. Peter's provided the same sort of pressure in their final and win against Hutt Valley High School. Rosmini doing the same. Shot clock at 10. And Sean Murphy slices his way for a deuce.
He's had a couple of really strong finishes as Waqabaca splits the double team, and he has an and-one opportunity. Here it is, Waqabaca with the carry. But sometimes you just have to flirt with the rules when you're under this much duress. See if you can get away with it. Subtle. Subterfuge.
We'll get another one. There's the birthday boy, Matt Lacey, and assistant coach, Sonny Tuaputa. Abdon for Rosmini. Sean Murphy on the handout, and here comes Junior. Little steal and run out for him.
Little purple patch here for St. Pat's late in the third quarter.
Kick out. Hilton from the corner, and what a rebound from Murphy.
Yeah, and Sean Murphy projects to continue to grow and get much, much bigger, and he's showing how good an offensive rebounder he will be as he matures.
The bench getting plenty of action for Rosmini. There we see the rebound. Great long arms of Sean Murphy. Josh Hori had a good run of play in these last few games for St. Pat's, has Joshua Hori. Can be proud of his tournament.
Yeah, he's a very good player, as we see Hilton fake the handoff, keep it, and go to the middle for the easier layup. Hori, you know, he was instrumental in getting St. Pat's to this point.
As was that man, Savali. Perez. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Junior will have to get it up. Murphy. Abdon thinks about the triple. Almost barreled his way for a bucket there was Joseph Hilton.
And you'll note the quick decision-making from Rosmini. Every catch they make, it's a 0.5. Shoot it, drive it, kick it. They're not freezing the ball at any time, and it makes it really difficult for the defense to get back under control once you lose control of their offense.
Doesn't get the roll. 3 blue jerseys in there though, hunting down that extra possession, and they'll get another go at it. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rosmini, the defending champs, in a commanding position in this, the 50th year of the competition. Almost identical play for Hilton, and he gets it to go this time.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of up fake, drive right. And you talked about how complex the scouting report is in terms of the number of players you have to cover, you know, that's really hard for a young player or even a more experienced player to remember every instruction. And Joe Hilton, you know, he normally doesn't play a huge amount of minutes, so they may not have covered him in as much depth. And now he causes issues. It's very, very tough to deal with the depth of Rosmini and the number of ways that you have to remember to cover.
Hori splits the D. Nice kick out to Paesi. And there's Surin. Oh, he's already hit one buzzer beater as Terence Abdon. Check out the Māori television website for that amazing shot yesterday. Into the third quarter, Rosmini in commanding position, 93 up over St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie on 41. Māori television bringing you this broadcast in association with Kahawai Productions and Te Mangai Paho. Rosmini in control of this AA Boys Grand Final for 2018, the Schick Championships. Abdon from straight on. It's too close, Seiko.
Yeah, I mean, and it continues to lead to offensive boards for Rosmini.
Hori initiating the contact. He's good at that and gets himself to the free throw line.
Hori has really, you know, equipped himself well here. He'd hold his head high. Hasn't asked to come out of the game at any time, and he's really played heavy minutes, competed hard.
Drops the second. Josh Hori. Abdon. Maxwell-Topia. Plenty of room for Murphy. Kick out. That's good.
Thomas Morgan's a very good catch and shoot perimeter shooter, coming in off the bench for Rosmini, the year 11 student. And that's his first points for the game. So Tom Swearin, he'll be looking for his chance. And then all Rosmini players have scored as a lovely little lefty jump hook. Paese, you know, he's leading the scoring for St. Pat's, I think. He's been a bit of an unsung hero today.
Most definitely has the lefty. Same spot. Grazes the rim this time, and Savali. Here comes Tate Jones. And Paesi will get a trip to the free throw line. He's competed well as Jacob Paesi.
And we see him switch it back to the left there, and Terence Abdon, not exactly known as a shot blocker. He had the good verticality, and in that last moment brought his arms down and committed the foul.
Drops the first. Interesting. Let's just say that's an interesting shot. I think that's a toucan.
That's what I would go with.
That bird that is based on. Oh, that's from Paw Patrol. I know that one. Kalani and Koa, my sons love Paw Patrol. Back to the action. Rosmini. Boucher at the top. Abdon. Sees a lane. There's the extra passes. And it's a nutmeg. Here comes Tate Jones. One of the few baskets from him tonight. He's been well marked.
And one of the things that St. Pat's will be keen to prove is they're probably playing against 5 bench players here. They'll want to at least prove they can compete with the bench of Rosmini.
That was Murphy with the little runner. He's had a solid game off the bench as Sean Murphy. got a mismatch down low. And Terence Abden, well undersized against Savali. Boucher. Maxwell-Topia with the extra pass. Murphy, I believe, couldn't quite handle it.
Reihana, a very unselfish player, and he's probably a little bit too unselfish there. He had the left-hand layup.
Tate Jones finds Kofusi. Kick out to Hori in the corner. Boucher gets a hand to it. Paisi again with the read. Nice little scoop this time with the right.
Yeah, he's played very well. He's been St. Pat's best player on the day.
He has. He's rose to the occasion. Topia shows and goes, gets his own rebound. Such a worker, isn't he?
Yeah, and they bring up the 100. Rosmini, 100 to 50 on the double up. St. Pat's will be trying to find those little targets that they can work towards in this fourth quarter, and one of them will be not to get doubled up.
Tate Jones, shot clock down to 4.
It's an amazing statistic. 41 of 81 field goals. 81 field goal attempts for Rosmini, only 46 for St. Pat's.
Timeout taken. Just over 6 minutes to play in this AA Boys Grand Final. Rosmini in control. They want to talk things over. Here's a look at one of the key leading players for Rosmini. Kruz Perrott-Hunt just gets it done in so many ways.
And he joins a list of Tall Blacks for Rosmini, Tohi Milner-Smith and Daron Rokawa being regular members of the Tall Blacks program over the last couple of years, and Kruz Perrott-Hunt joined them this year in June. And I'd imagine Rosmini's probably going to add a few more people to the Tall Blacks picture over the next 3 to 4 years as these young men become fully grown adults.
Tate Jones, good with the first for St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie, Wellington. Dance for Rosmini. Well in control. This the grand final in the 50th year of its competition. Schick Championships as it's known. Here's Perrott-Hunt, shot clock winding down. Goes with the little step back three, pretty to watch.
From about the same spot and the same move that Kyrie Irving used against Steph Curry to clinch out that finals, the little right hand in out and separate to the right.
Sweet looking shot. I'd say he's probably one of the best shooters that we've seen at this competition. Kruz Perrott-Hunt. Last year, of course, we had the likes of Max de Geest. He's a sharp shooter, but definitely Kruz Perrott-Hunt. He can fill it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, and of course, Max de Geest on his way to a Division I college in California. And he also had an amazing FIBA Asia 3-on-3 just recently. All kinds of highlights. So if Kruz Perrott-Hunt is in that similar vein as a shooter, any time we should be hearing an announcement about his plans for next year.
No doubt he is considering, I'm sure, will be multiple offers to join a team in the States as Junior drops them from the charity stripe. 103.53. Rosmini in commanding position here.
Backdoor coming up for Taine Murray, and much better defended by St. Pat's that time.
There's another three. This time it's off. Tate Jones. Junior with the extra pass to Hori. He's good from the corner.
Great unselfish play by St. Pat's there, working the two-on-one along that left sideline.
Murray with the pull-up. Shows he has a mid-range game as well.
Murray really loves those mid-range pull-ups. He's very good at shooting off the dribble. Watch out for him as the likes of Perrott-Hunt and Lepou leave Rosmini. Murray's probably going to be one of the stars of this competition in 12 months' time.
Definitely no shortage of players remaining at Rosmini. Mitchell Dance, he won't be one of them though. 4 minutes 20 to play. There's the Doolies. Plenty of supporters made the trip north from the eastern suburbs to support their team, St. Patrick's from Kilbirnie, Wellington.
And big hugs along the sideline for Rosmini as Marvin Williams-Dunn and Taine Murray, year 12 and year 11 respectively, exit the game. That may be an indicator that their day is done. Josh Hori comes out. There's Coach Brendon Polyblank congratulating some of his key players. Now, he's done an amazing job this week. As we spoke about in the opening, no one would have expected them to get this far, and he's called all the right shots over the last few days in the elimination rounds to get St. Pat's to this point.
It's what you want from your team at these tournaments, is to play the best in the big games, and they certainly have leading up to this game. And obviously Rosmini, just the one blemish for them coming on day one and game one. Perez, great hustle there from Jaden Kinney right in front of the St. Patrick supporters. They love that. Kinney almost gets one to go. Here comes Dance. Little Campese stutter step from him. But a showtime.
Yeah, well, when you've got a surname like Dance, you'd expect to have some fancy footwork.
Fancy shoes as well. Pretty jealous of the shoe collection that some of these kids have around the stadium. Better do some work on my sneaker game. Keep up with these young kids.
None with brighter shoes than Mitch Dance, though.
Kinney does his best to stay in front. Dance will get another trip to the free throw line. Drops the second, does Mitchell Dance. 2017 MVP. Bit of zone here, coming in the dying stages. Thomas Murphy's checked in. He's a sharp shooter. Watch out for his. Toro Piro.
And I think it might be a classy move by head coach Matt Lacey of Rosmini. He still wants his boys to play hard, but by dropping back into the zone, he's not trying to embarrass the deep bench of St. Pat's. There's no need to.
Kinney to the line. Jaden Kinney. Nice looking confident shot from him. James Fitzgerald is checked in as well for St. Pat's.
Yeah, meanwhile, Coach Matt Lacey has his 5 Year 13s on the court at the moment for Rosmini, allowing them to enjoy just a few last moments playing together with their mates as their 5 years winds to a successful conclusion.
Turnover coming. Here comes Dance to his running mate, Perrott-Hunt. Lepou with the steal. Foul by Murphy. That is the 5th, I believe. No. Just the 4 fouls, so no bonus coming. Graham O'Connor, Nico Graham O'Connor there. Number 5 for St. Patrick's, getting some court time. They go inside to Dance. Well blocked by Fitzgerald.
And we saw Fitzgerald play some really excellent defense throughout pool play.
Excellent pass and vision from Hilton to a slashing Dance. 2 minutes 30 to play in this AA Boys Grand Final. Kinney. Great little pass there, and Murphy's on the score sheet.
Some really nice movement from St. Pat's, and they've thrown some great penetration passes.
Hilton again providing the assist, this time to the big man Surin.
And that's every Rosmini player now on the scoreboard. That is a measure of their depth as we talk about depth. Thomas Murphy, he wants to join the Abden Kobe Olsen Matata horse competition for pulling up from deep range.
He's known for his three-point shot, is Thomas Murphy. Lepou shows and goes, another great assist. And Surin just having trouble finishing it as we see Kinney fighting right to the end. Great to see. Step back from Perez is good.
And possibly for the last time on this year's broadcast, Toro Pero.
Maybe not. Dance from range. And Surin, it's like the ball's got a bit of slippery stuff on it for Surin as we see that beautiful looking shot from Perez. Murphy. Perrott-Hunt with the ball. Under a minute to play. Kick ahead to Dance. There's the skip. Hilton tries his luck from range. No good. Here comes Murphy. It's O'Connor. Final thoughts on the game, Zico?
Well, we'd hope that maybe there would be a real challenge put up by St. Pat's. It's turned out that the clock had gone to midnight and Cinderella, well, her fairy tale is over. St. Pat's, though, can hold their heads high. Great tournament week for them.
Clock winds down for the 50th anniversary of this championship, the Schick Championships, and the hugs all round for the seniors of Rosmini on court. Got to give credit first to St. Patrick's. Brendon Polyblank and Damien Ignazio, like Zico said, have done a sterling job of making their way to this championship game. Not many people picked it. But someone forgot to tell these guys they've fought extremely hard to get to this championship game, but in the end, Rosmini, just the depth of their roster and defense has been too much for them.
10 of the 11 players, New Zealand reps, and Matt Lacey, when he set out his plan for the year, really wanted to make sure that they used that depth to full effect. They played strategically the right way for their roster, up-tempo, a lot of pressure, driving kicks, share the ball, and we saw that all come to fruition after a rocky day one. They've got better and better as the tournament has progressed, and they will wear the gold medals shortly.
Well, birthday boy, couldn't think of a better birthday present to give Matt Lacey on his 24th birthday, I believe, as his side, Rosmini, dominant in this final of the AA boys competition at the 2018 Shik Championships. Mitchell Dance, reigning MVP. Interesting to see what happens with the tournament team, and MVP can stay up to date on MaoriTelevision.com. On behalf of the broadcast partners, Māori Television, Kahawai Productions, and my fellow commentator, Zico Coronel, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you the 2018 Shik Championships from Manawatu. Final score again, Rosmini are your champions for 2018, winning a big matchup, this 114-62 win over St. Patrick's of Kilbirnie, Wellington. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Kruz Perrott-Hunt signing out for the last time. Ka kite anō.